Buying a pre-construction condo can be advantageous because of better pricing versus a project that's ready for immediate occupancy. However, it also comes with additional risks versus a resale. Take advantage of Schedule A pricing. The biggest benefit is getting the lowest prices by being early. Developers need to hit milestones early on and show progress to their lenders, and as a result often have more flexibility on price for the earliest buyers. Early buyers can take advantage of what's known as Schedule A pricing, which is typically the lowest pricing available to the public. The developer's reputation matters. Whether you'll get a satisfactory product or not depends much on the sponsor's willingness to protect their reputation. A well-known, larger developer will have a significant amount of brand equity to protect and will usually do a better job with your punch list of things to fix. Expect delays in construction. Be prepared to wait twice as long as you expected. Don't put yourself in a position where you must move in by a certain date. Negotiate an outside date. Have your lawyers negotiate an outside date into the purchase contract, which allows you to cancel the contract if construction isn't completed by a certain date. Watch out for allowed variances. Buyers need to be very careful about allowed construction variances in the original offering plan. A shady developer will take maximum advantage of the allowed variances in the governing documents to rip buyers off as much as possible. For example, offering plans will typically allow a variance of plus or minus 5% on many key factors, such as square footage and ceiling height. Watch out for commercial unit owners. The offering plan will often give unfair advantages to the commercial condo units, which are often retained by the sponsor. For example, the offering plan might state that the commercial condo unit owners are only responsible for 2% of the building's shared utility expenses when they take up 20% of the building's total floor space. Or the offering plan might state that the commercial condo unit owners are maximally liable for $10,000 in special assessments per year, meaning the cost of major facade repairs might fall entirely on the residential unit owners. Negotiate closing costs. Remember that sponsors typically expect new construction buyers to pay the sponsor's transfer taxes in addition to the sponsor's attorney fees, both of which are typically paid by the seller during the normal resale deal. Fortunately, you can negotiate these, plus other closing costs such as the buyer's New York City mansion tax. Negotiate the contract deposit. The contract deposit is typically 10% of the purchase price in a regular resale deal, but can sometimes be structured to increase up to 20% over time as the project nears completion when buying a new construction home in New York City. Fortunately, the amount of the contract deposit is negotiable, just like everything else in real estate. Watch out for unexpected notices to close. Since a pre-construction condo purchase may take many months or even years to close, buyers can easily be surprised by a notice to close from the sponsor because they've forgotten about their purchase. It's important to understand that new construction purchase contracts allow the sponsor to send a notice to close as soon as certain conditions are met, such as obtaining a temporary certificate of occupancy. You'll typically be given 30 days notice on the closing date, which can be an issue if you're on a long vacation. Make sure your lawyer negotiates the right to adjourn for 10 or 15 days without penalty.